Tell me, Muse, of the man of many ways. So begins the Odyssey. Homer does not begin with a kingdom, a battle, or even the hero's name. He begins with a man, and with a word that is difficult to hold still. The Greek calls him polytropos, the man of many turns, many devices, many roads, many ways. He can adapt, he can improvise, he can deceive. When the world closes one path, he finds another. This gift will repeatedly save his life. It will also lead him into danger. After the sacred city of Troy fell, Odysseus wandered far across the sea. He saw the cities of many peoples and learned how they thought. He suffered deeply in his heart upon the open water, struggling to preserve his own life and bring his companions home. But he could not save them. Homer tells us the ending before the voyage has properly begun. Odysseus will survive. His companions will not. They will perish through their own reckless choices after slaughtering the sacred cattle of the sun. Their day of return will be taken from them. Then Homer calls upon the goddess. Begin the story wherever you choose, and tell it also to us. This opening is only 10 lines long, but it gives us the shape of the entire poem. There will be intelligence and blindness, endurance and failure, a hunger for home, and choices that make home impossible. Most heroes are introduced through a quality that seems simple. Achilles is defined by anger. A king may be defined by justice, a warrior by courage. Odysseus is defined by multiplicity. He is never only one thing. He is a soldier who longs for peace, a husband who spends years away from his wife, a leader who cannot bring his crew home, a liar who sometimes reaches the truth through disguise, a man who wants to be remembered, yet often survives only by hiding his name. That complexity is why the first word matters. Homer does not ask the muse to sing of the war, the sea, or the gods. The poem begins with the word man. Its true subject is a human being placed under pressure. Odysseus has already spent 10 years fighting at Troy. Now he will spend 10 more trying to return to Ithaca. The journey is measured in islands and storms, but its deeper distance is internal. Each encounter asks him to become someone slightly different. Before the Cyclops, he must become nobody. Before the Sirens, he must admit that knowledge can overpower self-control. Before Circe, he must enter danger without becoming what the danger expects. Before Calypso, he must decide whether an immortal life without home is truly a life he wants. Adaptability sounds unquestionably virtuous. In a changing world, the person who can adjust survives. But adaptability carries a hidden question. If you change yourself for every danger, what remains unchanged beneath all those forms? The clever person can escape a trap. The very clever person may begin to believe that every rule, promise, and identity is another trap to escape. Odysseus's intelligence is therefore never merely a superpower. Homer continually tests whether cleverness is serving his return or merely serving his pride. The opening also refuses to make the hero responsible for everything. Odysseus wants to save his companions, but desire is not control. A leader can warn, command, plan, and sacrifice, yet other people still make their own choices. His men are not lifeless pieces on his board. Their recklessness belongs to them. And still, the fact remains. The leader returns alone. The poem leaves us inside that uncomfortable tension. We cannot blame Odysseus for every death. We also cannot praise his survival without remembering those who did not survive beside him. This makes the Odyssey more than a sequence of monsters and miracles. It is a story about the cost of continuing. Survival preserves a life, but it also preserves memory. every mistake, every lost companion, every moment when another choice might have led somewhere else. Some of those turns reveal us, others conceal us. The difficulty is knowing the difference. To be of many ways is not to have no center. Odysseus can change his story, his clothing, his strategy, and even his name. Yet one desire continues beneath the disguises: Ithaca. Home is the fixed point by which all his turns can be measured. Without such a point, adaptability becomes drift. We become whatever the latest pressure requires. With it, change becomes navigation. We bend without entirely forgetting where we are trying to go. Homer does not introduce Odysseus as the strongest man or the purest man. He introduces someone more recognizable, a gifted, wounded, contradictory human being, surviving by his intelligence and endangered by it. The first question of the Odyssey is whether this man will reach home. The deeper question is what 20 years of war, wandering, temptation, and loss will leave of the man who returns. Tell us of that man, Muse, the man of many ways.